Alright. Hi, welcome to Pack a Lunch. Today we have a special guest idiot with us, Latour from Big Tie Brewing Company.
How you doing?
And he's going to show us how to make a jerk chicken of his own recipe. We have a chicken, we have a jerk, and we'll figure things out from there.
Alright, so far we've made some rice and we're starting to peel a sweet potato. I'm not exactly sure why. Why are we peeling the sweet potato?
It goes with the rice.
So we're going to peel the sweet potato to go with the rice. As well, we're going to make our own jerk seasoning. So we got all the necessary things. We have thyme, habaneros. You're supposed to use Scotch bonnets. We couldn't find actual Scotch bonnets. Habaneros are close enough. Habaneros may be a little hotter, so don't use as much, but it really shouldn't matter that much.
And I'm about to roast off some coconut, because we're also going to use this in the rice. I've been warming up my pan a little bit on medium heat. Basically, I'm just going to add some into the pan and just keep heating it until it starts to turn golden brown. And the recipe also requires some coconut milk, but we couldn't find it. Well, we actually did, but we gave up by then. So I'm going to make some coconut milk just by
Trying is the first step towards failing.
cooking some coconut in some water. I'm just going to turn on the heat and let that cook there for a little while. Do the same to this pot of coconut, and that's it for now.
Probably in the milks department.
This knife is awesome.
Meanwhile, Rob's over here cutting our sweet potatoes. My wife always makes too many sweet potatoes, and well, my part in this episode is just to drink. Awesome!
Baby. It's cocotastic.
You put the lime in the coconut and drink it all up.
Do you get a bowl or something to put the chopped up sweet potato in?
Yeah.
Would you like a bowl or something?
Yeah.
There's a bowl. Oh yeah. I should turn my oven up to 350 and set it to bake. 350 degrees and set your oven to bake. It has the option. Jamaican food, you better be baked.
Haha. It's very scientific.
I promise I won't make any jokes about jerking chicken.
You really want to make that promise?
No.
How much sweet potato do we need? Because we got a lot of it.
Like maybe half of it. But you know, sweet potatoes only come in one size. Big.
Very cool. Every day it's shuffling.
That seems to be simmering very nicely. The trick is to use desiccated coconut. That means it hasn't been pressed for its sugars yet, so
Does it mean I should kick it and spit on it as well? Oh, it's desecrated.
But that just means there's still a lot of sugar, and like they haven't actually used the coconut to make coconut milk yet, which means all the sugars are still there, so we can actually make coconut milk ourselves just by boiling it in some water.
Neat.
That's going to be done because my pan keeps the heat quite a bit. So I'm going to turn the heat off there because it's starting to get golden, and there you see it's turning brown. Just going to make that coconut very, very sweet.
Give it a foot rub and tell it it's beautiful.
So put that on the back with the rice that's already cooked.
So you want your habanero diced really small. And after you do that, wash your hands.
Yes, before rubbing your eyes.
Dish soap works really well because it cuts the grease and capsaicin is an oil.
You're an oil. I am, in fact, a text message.
Alright, so right now I'm pulling some leaves of thyme off of their stems. So the best way to do is just grab the end of the stem and pull backwards and you just get the leaves. You might get the occasional twig or so, but they're easy to pick out.
I think our viewers know all about that.
Stuff also becomes available dry. Doesn't taste as good, but it's a lot easier to work with.
Parsley, sage, rosemary, and thyme.
Oh, that's a whole another episode, Scarborough Fair chicken. Is that a style of cooking? Folk food?
I
I don't know.
Sounds like it could be. If those people bought books, you could probably sell a few.
We're also doing stuffed peppers with this. So I'm gonna gently core the pepper.
How gently?
As gentle as a summer breeze.
Can it feel it?
I don't know how to respond to that.
Are you hurting the pepper?
I'm not hurting the pepper. Well, I guess.
It's a living thing though, isn't it?
It doesn't have a nervous system.
Neither do I, but I can dance.
I'll just shove the stuff in them. Yes. We're jerking a chicken, you might as well stuff a pepper.
We only have 4 peppers to stuff.
I'm not gonna eat a stuffed pepper.
Then we'll just stuff it right in there.
Sweet, we need that.
Sweet potatoes to be roasted in the oven because they're going into the rice and we want them to be all nice and soft and cooked when we do that. So first I'm going to sprinkle them with a little bit of allspice because this is your basic flavor for Jamaican cooking. If you don't have allspice, you can use a mixture of cloves, cinnamon, and nutmeg. Add a little bit of oil here. Give them a stir to make sure they're all somewhat coated. Someone taller than me will have to get the olive oil.
I'm a tall.
I love my kitchen, but it wasn't built for me.
Tall people are short people's slaves.
Just gonna drizzle a little bit of oil on it.
So when you're jerking chicken, is that the money shot? Oh, I wasn't supposed to make those jokes, sorry.
Sounds like someone's got a case of Espostas.
You throw the peppers in the oven for, I don't know, 5-10 minutes, just enough to get them a little soft. And you're going to want to do the peppers first, because when you stuff them, you're going to want them a little cooler. And then after you stuff them, you throw them back in and warm them up.
You can't jerk a chicken without a chicken.
So who's going to be jerking their chicken? Am I in charge of this joke?
Yes.
Always is. I think there's giblets inside sometimes.
Sweet, we'll jerk those too.
Jerking the giblets.
Alright.
Jerk
This
everything.
knife can cut anything except for plastic.
Give birth to that chicken.
Look at that. Just the heart.
That's it?
Yeah.
No, we got giblets.
Yeah, there's
Oh,
the giblets.
sweet.
What do you want to do with those?
Not touch them.
Okay. He doesn't want to touch my giblets.
Alright, so to make the chicken cook faster, I'm actually gonna slice her open. I'm gonna cut down one side of the backbone. You want a really good sharp knife for this. I'm slicing down the other side of the backbone. And hopefully, if I did this right, I'll be able to pull the whole backbone right out. Look at that.
This is how to butcher a chicken.
So now, if I cut this right, I should go straight through the breastplate. Oh, isn't that lovely? So there we have 2 half chickens.
I hope I never need CPR in front of you.
I'm fine with this. Very educational.
So there's the chicken. We're gonna jerk it as soon as I wash my hands.
Now tell me, how exactly does one jerk a chicken?
I like to start off slowly, you know. Nice hard rub. Oh, speaking of rub, we gotta make that right now.
Make it in this.
It's a good segue.
So since we're gonna be using IPA to cook this chicken, which is very Jamaican, I know. should have ran out to the liquor store and got a bottle of rinse, right?
Or rum.
So we have thyme, habaneros, and garlic, which we've all chopped earlier, but
you're just adding them together and dicing them finer.
we're making them smaller now because we can.
We have the technology. We can make you better.
This would go faster if I had my other knife.
This one?
Yes.
Yeah, that's the spot right there. You're so tense. Just relax.
This is why you shouldn't let a drummer cook. Alright, so that's a good basis for our jerk right there. Now to this, we're going to add, alright, 1 teaspoons because I seem to be out of tablespoons. About 3 of these, which is a tablespoon. And this is again the allspice, the basis for all Jamaican cooking. We're also going to add a little bit of sugar. And I don't like to count calories, so I don't like to measure sugar, which
Brown sugar.
that looks good. So there's your typical jerk seasoning. Now to make it a rub, it's as simple as adding a little bit of oil.
So a nice wet rub.
An oily rub.
Alright, so we're going to spoon half of this rub onto each half of the
So you
chicken.
spoon it first and then you rub it?
Yeah, there's
And
got to
then
be a
jerk
little
it.
spooning.
Then
So I don't want to hog all the action. Someone wants to jerk that chicken.
Jerking chicken, huh?
I also like to,
Oh, you gotta get inside.
yeah, give it a little
And
reach
under the
around. Come on,
armpits.
guys.
And you're definitely gonna want to wash your hands after this.
oh yeah, and don't worry about making a mess, man. Just let the stuff go everywhere.
Let's see what you did there.
Alright, so those are ready for the oven. Those are actually done.
Yeah.
Sweet potatoes are done.
Or the. I pop one of those out and I feel they look like they're
They're starting to sweat, but they're still firm.
yeah. They need.
By the way, we pre-cooked the rice. Follow the directions on the box.
We've done rice before in other episodes. If you can't do rice, come on now. Like,
It's the mashed potatoes of vegetables.
yeah, potatoes are vegetables.
Not in my books.
Oh, what are they?
I don't know. Better than rice.
Low flying chickens.
Rice is just pretending to be food.
That's about 1 cup of uncooked brown rice, and now it's about 3 cups of cooked brown rice.
How does that work?
We're gonna add these roasted sweet potatoes to our rice.
Sweet taters!
We have a can of black beans, which I just recently liberated.
The Bean Liberation Front.
Alright, so we're not gonna add all of these, but you're gonna want to equal about the same amount of sweet potatoes you got in there. And because we got this coconut, we're gonna add some of that in. And this has been on the stove for quite a while, but we got some coconut milk that we made ourselves, and we're just gonna
That's the money shot right there.
And that's our side dish to go with our chicken when it comes out of the oven. Which we should actually really get that in the oven.
You put it on so both of us can wash our hands.
Yeah, I don't mind jerking my chicken twice.
These can come out anyway. Now, the peppers you're going to want to cool, because right now they've softened up a little bit, but we're going to have to throw them back in the oven once we stuff them. And we're going to stuff them with the side dish. That's going to be really good. So you're going to throw them in the fridge, let them cool. Yeah.
It's been, what, 20 minutes? And we're gonna drain some grease.
We're going to do this the irresponsible way because we're idiots. We're just going to run some hot water and dump it down the sink. So now we got some more room in that pan, and we're going to add some beer.
We are adding a delicious IPA.
Again, to make this a little more authentic, you could use a bottle of Red Stripe that you buy at your local New Brunswick liquor store, but
Delicious. My favorite. And back in the principal's office you go.
rest are still a little raw.
Alright, so we're going to stuff the peppers with our side dish. Obviously there's enough side dish to eat it without stuffing, so we're just going to stuff a few peppers. So we have our peppers cored and roasted. So once they're cooled down,
Put the beans to her.
put the beans to her. And you're going to use your hands and stuff it nice and tight. Careful, the peppers are a little mushy. That's why you don't want to cook them too long or else they'll just fall apart. Exactly.
Absolutely.
And you want it nice and packed in there so it doesn't all spill out. I'm just going to season with salt and pepper. And they're ready for the oven. And you'll put them in for probably 5 more minutes. You don't need a long time, just enough to heat them all through. And they're ready to eat.
So we're getting there. It should be 180.
Yeah.
Delicious chicken IPA.
So we're going to throw it back in the oven.
Peppers just need to be heated through.
Tasty and colorful. Instead of choking your chicken, check your chicken.
So we're, just under 180.
Well, that's 180. We got it.
We've been over 180 for 15 seconds. So we know that chicken is safe to eat.
Beer smoke. Don't breathe this.
Yes, that's bound to happen when idiots cook. Yes. Oh yes. I'm just gonna choke on delicious for a while.
There's our jerk chicken.
We're choking on the chicken. So nothing about this doesn't look delicious.
Your smoke detector works.
I hear it every time I cook.
That's what's hard to breathe.
That's some hot breasts.
You just cut through the skin a little bit. You don't have to cut all the way through and worry about wrecking your knife, and then just twist and both pieces should come apart.
Nice.
And then there you have your quarter chicken, quarter jerked chicken with a beautiful side dish. Pack a lunch.
Awesome.
Enough. Baby, 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 ooh. 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 Baby, 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 ooh.
Some rice in there too.
Shouldn't you have more lids?
I'm packing a lunch. And that's packing a lunch. Pack a lunch. That was a terrible joke, right?
Yeah, I know. I got lots of them.
I know. That chicken was dead already. Duh.
Yeah, without turning on the fan above the stove. Because that would totally affect with the sound quality of this recording.
What?
Let's get rid of that.
But it's got real backbone.
It's got heart.
It was the backbone of our episode. This is the third time we made the same joke, I think. We spoke at the same time, it was no good. Both our jokes got ruined.
Alright. How do you reshoot a joke though?
No, you don't. It's not possible. I thought you were supposed to choke chicken. Since when is jerk a... Oh.
Oh,